So today we're going to be talking about integers. This is the first section of Chapter 1, so notice I have my title labeled 1.1, Integers. I have my name up at the top, I have the date, and I'm ready to go. So objectives for today, we have 3 of them. You can find these on our class website as well. So it says, I can identify the opposite of an integer, I can graph integers on a number line, and I can use number lines to order integers. So you always want to start your notes by listing our objectives, which again you can find on our class website for this section. So pause the video and go ahead and write down the objectives. Once you've done that, we are ready to start the notes. So we will write notes here. All right, first we're going to do a definition. Our definition is integers. So the set of integers are the whole numbers and their opposites. And their opposites. And go ahead and underline that because that's a definition. So if you want to kind of visualize that, you can draw a number line. You always start your number line, put 0 in the middle. And so 1, 2, 3, 4, and this keeps on going forever and ever in the positive direction. All of those are integers, as well as all of the negative numbers as well. So this will go forever and ever in both directions. All of the whole numbers make up the integers. So if I were to ask you, here's an example problem. We'll say example 1. If I were to ask you to write an integer represented by each point on a line, on the number line. Represented. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and draw this number line. This would be given to you. We'll put 0 in the middle, make slash marks evenly spaced. And let's say I asked you to identify this point. We'll call it A. We'll call this point C. We'll call this one B. We'll call this one D. Alright, so if I need to identify each of these points, well, this one's labeled for me. I can, so A, B, C, and D. C definitely looks like it's 0. A, I can count over, assuming these slash marks each represent one whole number, so we're counting by ones. A must be 1, 2, 3. So A is 3. When we go towards the right on the number line, that goes in the positive direction, so we count forward. If we go left on the number line, these numbers are all negative. So to the left of 0, these are all negative. So we're going to count by negative numbers. So here's 0. This is -1, -2, and -3. So D was -2, and B was -3. Okay, so we have some integers represented on that number line. All right, our next definition is opposites. So opposites are 2 integers the same distance from 0 on a number line, but in opposite directions. So we'll say 2 integers the same distance from 0 that is the definition of opposites. So an example of two numbers that are opposites. I'm going to go ahead and draw this one out too. So we've got 0 in the middle. If I gave you the number, I don't know, 3. So this is 1, 2, 3. 3's opposite would be -3. -1, 2, 3. The reason for that is both of these numbers have a distance of 3 units from 0. So 3 units. So -3 and 3 are opposites. All right. If I were to be given an example that said, so example 2, I were asked to graph -5 and its opposite on a number line. Well, first, okay, I'll graph -5 first. Here's my number line. I'll put 0 in the middle. Evenly space my slash marks. So -1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here's -5. Its opposite has the same distance from 0, so its opposite is +5. They're both 5 units away from 0.